Okay, so I'm going to go over 2B setup and then a 3B setup and utility and positioning. So in a 2B setup, the first for opening utility and positioning, we want one here and one here. This is yellow corner, this is sandbags. So the first player with the first spawn is going to throw their Molotov and get into this corner and just wait for pre-flashes and play anti-flash. The second spawn is going to double click, throw a nade down banana. It should land it about in the middle. Once the first molly goes out, this player is going to throw his molly so that they can't continue. Just as the first one is ending, the guy's sandbags is going to throw a nade off this wall to nade either off the wall actually. Never mind. He's going to throw it bottom banana or like logs, which is if you see this wall, it's there. And then if you want to bounce it off of this wall while running forward, it'll hit this side, which is called broomstick or broom. Then what you can do is, after you hold those two positions, you can either smoke off the first guy, one of you smoke off here, probably the guy on yellow because he's going to be first rotator. Smoke it off and you guys can hold it for as long as possible. If you don't smoke it off, you can go for a peek for each other. So the guy's sandbags can throw a flash. It's a double click flash. Whereas if you put your thumb anywhere along this roof edge, so it should work for either left or right hand. But if you double click throw, you can crouch into the wall. That'll flash bottom banana so that the yellow guy can peek. You want to wait till the flash pops, and then the yellow guy can flash for sandbags to peek. He can either get up close to half wall if they're not peeking at all, or he can run out on the flash. But it's a double click flash anywhere at the top of the antenna, standing against this back wall. So you can throw it from here. I mean, you wouldn't want to be out in the open, but just this top antenna. And that looks like this. And they blind. It will not blind this position, but so it's not to peek down banana with. So it's just for the sandbags guy to either get out so he can cross back over to the side when the smoke's about to dissipate. And then eventually, late round, you're going to have two smokes left. Or one smoke left, sorry, at least. Hopefully someone can drop you a smoke. But if you only have two, Dan, you're going to play this side, and Mitch is going to play from coffins. And you can smoke this off, but you don't want to peek it. So Dan should probably have the smoke. So you can give him your smoke if he's the one playing yellow. Anyways, you want to resmoke this as late as possible, and if they do execute on the site, we want to just hold church so you can fall back into church and hold here so that we can retake if it's like a full execute, so we don't have to. But if there's like 3 or 4 left, then just you guys can crossfire and fight. Maybe you have Dan boost it up would be nice, or you can do the new box and coffin setup. So that's late round though, like after when there's 1 minute remaining. For 3B, it's going to be very similar. Is you're going to have 2 mollies on banana instead of the molly nade, and then double nade. So I like to throw the first molly off of up close anywhere here, the second molly off of this pillar. And it should get all of banana, like middle of banana. And then you guys can double nade logs, which is again this back wall, or off the wall here to hit the broom again. While running forward with that one. The logs one doesn't matter as long as you hit that back wall. You can also smoke banana by anywhere on this yellow wall or like around this window. It'll bounce into back banana. You can throw that from all the way back here and get bottom banana smoked off. That's free. Like, we need to be abusing that smoke if we can. to slow them down, especially when we have 3. So the third person is going to come in and throw that smoke, and while you guys double smoke and double nade smoke it, they're going to back off and throw 2 flashes. So the first flash, which is a good one, is the top roof here, and then the second flash is same spot but just up close like this. So the first flash gets me when I'm in the wall. First flash will get down banana anywhere except for this position. So this position is safe, barely, but anyone back here gets blind. And then the second flash, which is the same spot but just the top left, top right of that roof, will get this guy in this corner. Unless he's playing anti-flash, he'll get full white. So the first play is once you guys nade, the sandbags player side will come up to half wall and be ready like this. The guy who is yellow, who usually plays yellow, is going to come across this back wall and be ready for the flash peek. Once the flash peaks, the first flash goes, he goes to like here. Then once the second flash goes, he'll go wider, and this guy will peek here. So that's like a 3B opener and a 2B opener. Hopefully we can expand on that. The third player would probably rotate after throwing those 2 flashes and drop their smoke. CT for Dan. And then the 2 guys that were top banana, one of you has a smoke, you re-smoke that. Then the other one has their smoke, you can even re-smoke that, and you hold this for as long as possible. But I would usually only throw 1 smoke here, and then if it's nothing, you can fall back or at least have 1 spot and 1 rotate. And then leave the guy who's staying with the smoke so that they can smoke off here and delay from buy time for the rotate. But yeah, I wanted to go over opening utility mostly. But that's basically the 2 openers. So the first opener is with 2 people and you're stuffing them at this choke point. You're trying to slow them down as much as possible. The second one is we're fighting for bottom banana and having this smoked off. So we're technically fighting for like this area here. Logs and broom. And then giving up that space, we don't need to hold banana, but we can definitely delay them. Yeah, I'll go over A next. Thanks for watching.